Last night, your person dreamed of making love with you, then woke up shaking and crying saying this. My beloved soul. Come closer for a moment. Sit with these words gently, because what I am about to reveal enters the deepest room of someone's heart, a room they never open for anyone, except you. Last night, while the world slept silently, while the night wrapped itself around every home and every lonely heartbeat, your person entered a dream that felt more real than reality itself. They didn't expect it, they didn't call for it, but it pulled them in, like destiny reminding them of what their soul has been trying to say for a long time. In this dream, they were not afraid, not confused, not unsure. No distance existed, no past pain, no outside opinions, no fears of rejection, no wounds from their childhood or their mistakes. It was just you, and the way your presence softens their entire being. In that dream, they saw you standing in front of them. Not as a fantasy, not as a wish, not as something unreachable, but as someone who has always belonged to them on a soul level. Your touch felt warm, grounding, familiar. Your eyes held them like a home they had forgotten they deserved. And the lovemaking wasn't physical alone. It was emotional, spiritual, and pure. It wasn't the kind of intimacy that breaks boundaries. It was the kind of intimacy that heals wounds and makes a soul feel alive again. They held your face gently, and for the first time in a long time, they felt safe. Truly safe. Your presence in that dream was the first moment in months, maybe years, where their heart didn't feel heavy. Where they weren't running. Where they weren't pretending that they don't feel the things they actually feel. The connection between you two wasn't rushed. It didn't feel wrong. It didn't feel like something forbidden. It felt like something that was always written, but life somehow hid it behind fears and misunderstandings. My beloved soul, your person didn't just dream of loving you. They dreamed of being loved by you in a way that they don't feel worthy of in the real world. And that is what shook them the most. In the dream, when your hands touched their back, they felt warmth they hadn't felt in years. When your lips brushed theirs, they felt alive in a way that scared them. When they held you close, they felt your heartbeat syncing with theirs, and for a moment, everything made sense: the confusion, the separation, the longing, the late-night thoughts they keep denying, everything. They felt what it's like to be chosen by you. They felt what it's like to be held like they are enough. They felt what it's like to be wanted without conditions. They felt what it's like to be understood without explanations. And then, the dream shifted. The moment grew deeper. Your souls connected in that intimate way where two hearts finally admit what the mind has tried to hide. It wasn't just physical closeness. It was the merging of emotions they have been pushing away. They weren't just making love with your body. They were making love with your soul, your pain, your healing, your strength, your softness, your silence, your story. They saw the version of you they miss. And they saw the version of themselves they wish they could be for you. And then suddenly, they woke up. Shaking. Breathing fast. eyes filled with tears. Not because the dream was wrong. Not because it was too much. But because it felt too real. And because reality doesn't feel like that right now. When they opened their eyes, the first thing they whispered, the first thing that broke from their chest was, "I still love them, and I don't know what to do with this." Those were their exact emotions. They didn't cry because they were guilty. They cried because the dream reminded them of everything they tried to bury. They cried because they realized they never truly moved on. They cried because they understood that their soul is still holding you so tightly, even when their mind tried to let go. My beloved soul, your person has been running from their emotions for a long time. They have been telling themselves that you deserve better, or that you don't want them anymore, or that they have to stay strong and distant. But this dream broke through all their walls. It showed them the truth they didn't want to admit: you are the one their heart still chooses, every single night. Last night was a reminder from the universe that no matter how much time passes, no matter how far you both drift, no matter what went wrong, the connection between you two is alive. Not sleeping, not fading, not ending. Alive. Your person woke up crying because in that dream, they felt a love they don't believe they deserve in real life. They cried because the dream felt like home, and waking up felt like losing you all over again. They sat on their bed, hands covering their face, whispering your name quietly like a prayer they were afraid to say out loud. They didn't want anyone to hear them. They didn't want anyone to see the vulnerability they hide. But in that moment, they were broken open. Every memory of you poured into their mind, the way you looked at them, the way you walked away, the way your voice lingers inside them even now. They weren't crying because they want to use you, or confuse you, or pull you back into something painful. They were crying because the dream reminded them of how deeply their soul still belongs with yours. And now they're sitting with a truth they can't unsee: they want you. They miss you. They think about you more than they tell anyone. And last night finally forced them to face it. Even now, they keep replaying that dream in slow motion. The way your hands wrapped around them. The way your breath felt against their neck. The way your body leaned into theirs like you trusted them, like you forgave them, like you still loved them. The dream felt like a future that was stolen from them. A future they now realize they still want. My beloved soul, there is something more. The moment they woke up crying, they whispered something else, a confession even deeper, hidden beneath their shaking voice. They said, "I'm scared they won't want me back." That is the truth burning in their chest right now. They aren't crying because of the dream. They are crying because they feel they have no right to love you this deeply anymore. But the universe didn't send this dream to hurt them. It sent it to awaken them. To remind them of the love they tried to bury. To show them what their life could feel like if they stopped running. To push them toward the courage they've been lacking. Because whether they admit it or not, they know the truth: their heart beats differently when it thinks of you. Their mind gets quieter when they imagine your presence. Their soul relaxes when they feel your energy. And no one, not a single person, has replaced that. Last night, their soul reunited with yours in a way reality hasn't allowed yet. And now, they don't know how to pretend anymore. They woke up with your name trembling in their chest. They woke up wanting to hear your voice. They woke up wishing they could tell you, "I didn't stop loving you." My beloved soul, this dream was not a random moment. This was a message. A sign. A spiritual pull. A reminder that the connection between you and your person is still alive, and it is waking up again. And now, they can't run anymore. And now, their heart is calling for you. My beloved soul. Take a deep breath and settle your heart, because what I am about to unfold goes even deeper into your person's emotions. If part 1 revealed the dream, then this part reveals the truth that dream awakened inside them, the truth they have been terrified to face, the truth they have been holding back from everyone, even themselves. After they woke up shaking, with tears rolling down their face, they didn't move for a long time. They sat at the edge of their bed like someone who had just seen their past, present, and future all at once. Their hands were trembling, their breathing uneven, and their chest felt heavy, like their heart was trying to speak after being silenced for too long. They kept whispering your name under their breath. Not loud. Not desperate. Just soft, like a fragile confession. Every part of them felt exposed, vulnerable, and raw, because that dream didn't just show them what they want. It showed them what they lost. And the emotions hit them with a force they weren't ready for. They remembered your smile, your touch, your warmth, your presence. They remembered the way you used to look at them with eyes full of trust, care, and love. And suddenly, they felt something they have been avoiding for a long time: regret. Not a small regret. A deep regret. The kind that attaches itself to the soul. My beloved soul, last night your person realized something painful. They pushed away the one person who loved them with a pure heart. They didn't fight for you the way they should have. They let their fears speak louder than their truth. They allowed distance to grow where love should have stayed. And the worst part? The dream showed them what life could have felt like if they chose differently. They keep replaying that moment, the closeness, the connection, the love that felt so natural. And now they're sitting with a question that is breaking them from the inside: why did I let them go? This question keeps echoing again and again in their mind like a storm they can't escape. The truth is, they never meant to hurt you. They never meant to walk away the way they did. They were scared. They were confused. They were overwhelmed by feelings they didn't know how to handle. And instead of facing those emotions, they ran from them. But the moment they woke up from that dream, their soul whispered a truth that their mind had buried: I still belong to them. My beloved soul, your person is not the same person they used to be. Life has changed them. Pain has softened them. Lessons have humbled them. And losing you has made them understand the value of a love they didn't appreciate fully before. Last night, when that dream exposed their true feelings, it also exposed their deepest fear: what if I come back and they don't want me anymore? This is what made them cry harder. This is why they were shaking. This is why their hands couldn't stop trembling. They realized they want you. But they also realized they may have waited too long to admit it. They want to reach out. They want to talk to you. They want to apologize. They want to explain. They want to tell you everything they kept inside. But they are terrified. Terrified that you moved on. Terrified that you healed without them. Terrified that you stopped loving them. Terrified that the door they once left open, you may have closed forever. Your person has been acting strong on the outside, pretending they don't feel anything, acting like life is normal. But inside, their soul has been calling for you every day, quietly, silently, secretly. And last night, that dream made it impossible for them to keep pretending. My beloved soul. They didn't just wake up crying because they missed you. They woke up crying because they realized they still love you so deeply that it scares them. And now something inside them is shifting. Something that was asleep is waking up. Something that was silent is speaking again. Today, they looked at the world differently. Everything reminded them of you: the sunrise, the silence, a song, a memory, a sudden thought. It was like the universe kept whispering your name into their ears. They kept feeling your energy around them, like you were closer than usual, like your soul was touching theirs across the distance. They tried to distract themselves, but nothing worked. They tried to stay busy, but their heart kept pulling them back to you. They tried to convince themselves that the dream was just a dream, but their soul kept saying it was something more. Because it wasn't just a dream. It was a message. A sign. A spiritual awakening. Your person is realizing that no matter how much time passes, their soul is connected to yours in a way they cannot explain. And this connection doesn't fade. It doesn't break. It doesn't disappear. It stays, quietly, patiently, waiting for the right moment. Last night might have been that moment. My beloved soul. They imagined your warmth in that dream. They felt your love. They felt your acceptance. But what struck them the hardest was the feeling of peace they experienced when they held you close. Your person hasn't felt that kind of peace in a long time. And now they're longing for it. Longing for you. Longing for the connection they wish they never lost. They are asking themselves questions they don't have answers to. Should I reach out? Will they listen? Do they still care? Is it too late? Will they forgive me? What if they moved on? What if I hurt them too much? What if they still love me? Your person is drowning in these thoughts today. Not because they want to confuse you. Not because they want to play with your emotions. But because the dream opened a truth they cannot run from anymore. And that truth is simple: they still feel deeply connected to you. They still want you in ways they don't tell anyone. They still imagine what life would be like if you were in it. They still believe that your souls are tied together for a reason. My beloved soul, hear this carefully: your person didn't wake up crying because they're weak. They woke up crying because they finally realized how strong this love is, and how much they fear losing it forever. Last night showed them the future they want. And the fear of losing that future has shaken them to their core. They are not the same person anymore. Their heart is softer. Their mind is clearer. Their love for you is louder. And their soul is calling your name in ways they can no longer ignore. The dream didn't break them. The truth behind the dream did. And now, they are standing on the edge of a decision they must make soon, a decision that could change everything between you two. My beloved soul, this story is not over. Something is waking up. Something is returning. Something is coming back to the surface. And you are at the center of it. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. My beloved soul, let your heart soften and your breath slow, because this part will take you even deeper into the emotions your person has been hiding from the world. If the dream awakened their truth, and the morning exposed their regret, then what happens next reveals the inner battle they are fighting silently, a battle between fear and desire, between pride and longing, between letting go and coming back. All day, your person carried the weight of that dream like a secret they didn't know how to handle. Every time they closed their eyes, they saw you. Every time they inhaled, they felt your warmth. Every quiet moment became a reminder of the closeness they felt with you in that dream. It wasn't just a memory. It was a feeling. A feeling that kept touching their heart again and again, refusing to leave. No matter how busy they tried to be, your presence hovered around them. They felt it in their chest, like a pressure they couldn't explain. They felt it in their stomach, like the moment before someone confesses the truth. They felt it in their mind, like a whisper that keeps growing louder. They kept thinking about your smile. The softness in your voice. The way you used to look at them. The way your energy felt safe. The way your connection never needed loud words. The way you made their soul feel understood. Something inside them started breaking down, those walls they built to protect themselves from vulnerability, from rejection, from disappointment. Last night's dream didn't just show them what they want. It showed them what their heart has been screaming for. Your person tried to avoid these emotions for so long, but now everything is overflowing at once. They feel exposed, wide open, almost fragile. And the more they try to push these feelings away, the stronger they return. They keep asking themselves why the dream felt so real. Why your touch felt warm. Why your eyes felt like home. Why your presence felt like comfort they've been searching for. Why their soul reacted so intensely. They know this wasn't just a coincidence. It wasn't random. It wasn't meaningless. It was a reminder. A reminder that their heart has been in denial. A reminder that love doesn't disappear just because the mind tries to hide it. A reminder that you still hold a place inside them that no one else has reached. My beloved soul, your person hasn't been honest with themselves. They have been pretending to be okay. Pretending to be strong. Pretending to have moved on. Pretending to be unaffected by your absence. But last night broke the illusion completely. That dream forced them to face their truth. They still crave you in ways they don't admit. They still miss you in ways they can't explain. They still imagine a future with you in moments when no one is watching. They still remember the way you made them feel alive. And now their heart is waking up faster than they can control. Today, something strange happened to them, something emotional, something spiritual, something unexpected. They felt your energy around them with an intensity they haven't felt before. It was like you were standing beside them, touching their shoulder, whispering gently to their soul. They felt a pull, a calling, a connection. And they froze for a moment because they didn't understand why your energy felt so close. They looked around, as if expecting to see you. But it wasn't physical, it was spiritual. The bond between you two is waking up again. And no amount of distance or silence can hide it now. Your person started remembering things they tried to forget. The little details, the tiny moments, the small expressions, the way your presence changed their mood without saying anything. They remembered the first time they felt drawn to you. They remembered how you made their soul feel recognized. They remembered how your energy aligned with theirs effortlessly. And suddenly, they felt something deep inside, hope. A fragile hope. A trembling hope. A hope that scares them and comforts them at the same time. They started wondering, what if this connection is still alive? What if destiny isn't finished with us yet? What if the dream was a sign? What if this is my chance to fix things? What if they still care, even a little? What if it's time to stop hiding? These questions shook them. They felt their heartbeat rising. Their eyes got teary again. Because for the first time in a long time, they felt like maybe, just maybe, they still have a chance with you. But then, fear entered their mind like a shadow. What if I reach out, and they reject me? What if I open my heart, and they don't want me anymore? What if they've healed, and I'm just a memory now? What if I'm too late? Your person is trapped between hope and fear. One side of their soul whispers, go to them. The other side whispers, stay silent, don't get hurt again. They are battling themselves every minute. One moment they want to message you. The next moment they feel paralyzed. One moment they want to confess everything. The next moment they fear you've moved on. But no matter how scared they are, one thing is becoming painfully clear to them, losing you hurt more than they ever admitted. And the thought of losing you forever terrifies them. Your person is realizing that their feelings are not temporary, not random, not fading. They are deep. They are real. They are unresolved. They are alive. Last night's dream wasn't just a dream. It was a mirror held up to their heart. And today, they are seeing their reflection honestly for the first time. They are realizing what their soul has known all along: you are not just someone from their past. You are someone their soul is connected to. You are someone their heart still chooses. You are someone their spirit recognizes deeply. You are someone they never stopped loving. My beloved soul. Your person is getting ready for something they were never brave enough to do before. They are getting ready to take a step, slowly, carefully, emotionally, toward you. They are feeling the urge to talk to you. They are feeling the urge to check on you. They are feeling the urge to reach out. They are feeling the urge to tell you the truth they've been hiding. And this urge is growing stronger by the hour. Their heart is whispering, talk to them, before it's too late. And even though they are scared, even though they are unsure, even though they don't know how you'll respond, their soul is telling them that something between you two is not finished. Something is returning. Something is healing. Something is guiding them back to you. My beloved soul. This connection is waking up again. And your person is coming to terms with the love they tried so hard to bury. They are standing between fear and destiny is pulling them toward you. The next step they take may change everything.